Hey, this is the Bad Guy Spoken podcast, and I'm gonna be ranking the Final Destination movies. There were five of them, so I'm gonna rank them from their movies, and I'm gonna rank them with the opening death premonition scene. So the movies all start. No, I'll start with the opening death premonition scenes first. So each one is just, hey, we're gonna go out and do this, and then when they go out and do that, everybody dies, and the one person's like, oh my gosh, everybody's dying. Then they like wake up like it's a dream, and then they're about to go do that, and they're like, no, no, guys, get off of this, and they freak out. Then they stop it off, or they don't stop it off happening. They're like, no, I'm not gonna do this, I'm out. And then some people follow them. So the person that stopped it, or not stopped it, but some person that stopped themselves from dying, and other people that left with him, they all are getting chased after by death. So that's the story for each one pretty much. Whether it's on a roller coaster, airplane, the highway, a NASCAR match, shoot, an escalator, whatever it was. Yeah. So I'm gonna go rank those real quick. The opening death premonition scenes. I'm gonna Final Destination 4 for number 5. Now let me see what Final Destination that was. Yeah, Final Destination 4. That's the one. If I remember correctly, Final Destination 4 is the one with the NASCAR. I thought that was goofy. That was very, very goofy. It wasn't technically NASCAR, but it was a racing event, but it was trash. That was probably the worst one to me. If I had to say that's the worst one, so that's gonna be number 5 in both lists. I'm just letting you know that now. That's number 5 in both lists. Number 4 is Final Destination 3. Final Destination 3, if you do not know, is the one with the roller coasters. Now, the movie was straight. I'm not gonna lie. The movie was straight. It was okay. The opening death scene was good. Now I'm not gonna be like, oh, this, even though it's the second from the bottom, it wasn't bad. It's just the least favorite to me out of all of them, or out of the ones besides that was just trash. That movie was just trash. That movie shouldn't have been made. The NASCAR one shouldn't have been made. I don't really remember anything about it for real besides that the opening, and there was like a few death scenes I remember, but yeah, that shit was trash. Number 3 was the first Final Destination. Now, because of technology, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, that would suck. It wasn't. It came out in the '90s, bro, or early 2000s, whatever it was. It was still good. It still holds up. You go back and watch it. It still holds up. They were getting lit up in there, and I feel like it was crazy, and I feel like it did its job. It did its job real well. Number 2, Final Destination 5. This is the one where they were on the bridge and everything was going wrong. They was just getting lit up. I said escalator earlier. That was just a random death scene. I don't know why I said that earlier. But Final Destination 5, that's when they were on the bridge and niggas was getting lit up left and right. That one, I was like, dang. We was watching like, dang. Final Destination 5, that was a cold opening scene. But nothing beats number 1, Final Destination 2. Everybody knows that's like the most memorable one. That's the one everybody thinks of. When they think of Final Destination, that's the one they think of. Is the second one with them logs on the back of that truck, bro. That's what everybody thinks of. Everybody hates driving behind those things now because of that movie. And my dad still to this day, he don't really keep water bottles in the car because at one point in the movie, the water bottle like fell onto the at the console, the cup holder thing, and rolls into like onto the pedal, and the guy was trying to stomp down and like stop, and he ended up like stomping on the water bottle, bro. Oh my god, it was too much. Now I'm gonna rank them by movie now. Number 5, I said it was the fourth one. The fourth one was trash. It shouldn't have been made. It was awful. Number 4, Final Destination 3. The movie was straight. I'm not gonna sit there and say the movie was trash. The movie was straight. Like I said, the only reason it's at number 4 is because, like I said, it was my least favorite from the rest of them. It wasn't a bad movie. It was just not as good as the other ones, and it just wasn't bad like 4 was. Like I said, 4 was terrible to me. Number 3 is Final Destination 2. Now, as a movie, the movie was good. The movie was very good, but it wasn't as good as these other ones. The other ones, it was good. It just had the best opening, but the movie after that was like, it's good, but it's just not like top. It's not like, wow, that movie's crazy. It was like okay, it's good. It's real good. Number 2 is the first Final Destination. I know people are gonna get mad and be like, "What? That's not number 1." It was number 2 to me. Number 2, like it was a great movie. It was a great movie. I went back and watched it again a couple months ago, and I was like, this movie was really slept on. I feel like Final Destination 1 was very slept on. Everybody talk about the second one, but the first one was fire. I personally think it was better than the second one. It was fire. And then he was just paranoid, and nobody's believing him. And it was like, before people could believe him, and they would go through their stuff, and they looking at him like, oh my god, like they dying, they looking at him. It's like, nigga, I tried to tell you. It's one of the ones that just stresses you out watching those. And number 1, it's unpopular opinion, but Final Destination 5, bro. As a story, it's good. The story is good. Opening death scene, great. Not as good as the number 2. Like I said, I got it as my second best one. But the twist, oh my, bruh. And then you go back and watch it, and you like understand like the time. Oh my god, that movie was slept on. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh no, that's not number 1. That one was weak." Some people think it's weak. I thought it was fire, and then the twist just put it over the top too. I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" I remember me and my dad, we watched it together. I'm just sitting there like, this is crazy. But yeah, I ain't gonna explain what the twist was, but I was just sitting there like, bruh, this is nuts. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. It was just crazy. I was just sitting there stuck like, bruh, this is nuts. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Keep moving my phone. Keep it tight.